back to my channel. If you're new to this, not true to this, welcome to the party. But if you're an OG, welcome, welcome, welcome. Either way, you are welcome. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, you're welcome. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, by the thumbnail, by my hair, I'm coming at you guys live with a hair video. I don't want to call it a hair tutorial because if I'm being honest, I was just going with hopes and dreams. I was just going on a whim. And so yeah, it did what it needs to do, and so I'm happy about that. I have volume, I have a little bit of length from stretching it out, and I mean, it's a cute summer hairstyle. So if you would like to see how I achieve this hairstyle, then keep on watching. Alright, so I'm starting on freshly washed hair, and I just want to jump right onto the products that I'll be using to style with. So in my hair right now, I currently have the Pattern Beauty leave-in conditioner. This is my first time using this conditioner, and I must say I really truly like how moisturized and soft it made my hair feel. And I definitely made sure to look at the suggested use on how to apply it. And it says to apply to soaking wet hair and then just, you know, distribute evenly to all strands. I do that anyways, so, but it was just good to know what this direction said, if that makes sense. And so for my 2 styling products for today, I'll be using the Pattern Beauty Curl Mousse. Again, this is my first time using this product on my natural hair. I did use it to refresh my Bohemian knotless braids when I had those a while back. And then I will be pairing it up with the Extreme Wetline Gel. So those are my stylers, and can you guess what hairstyle I'm going to attempt to do? A wash and go. Yes, a wash and go. It's currently warm, summer vibes. I just took out a protective hairstyle, and I'm intrigued to see what my curls look like. I know that I need a trim, but I still want to see what the curls look like. So I'm going to do a voiceover simply because when I tell you wash day drained me, it drained me. Like, it is currently, let me show you what time it is. It is currently 5:49. I started doing my hair around 1 o'clock, and I also sat on the hair dryer for 30 minutes around 3 o'clock. So why is it almost 6 o'clock and I'm just not styling? All the joys of being natural. So anyways, let's get into this video. Like I mentioned before, I am starting off on freshly washed hair. I like to apply my leave-in conditioner on soaking wet hair, and then I twist it up and apply a shower cap, or in my case, a plastic bag. Just let the heat from the cap really penetrate into my strands. Alright, so looking back on the footage, upon taking down my hair, sign number 1 that this was not going to be my most defined or long-lasting wash and go is because there's a lot of frizz while my hair is still soaking wet. Normally when I take my twist down while doing this hairstyle, my curls are defined and popping. Anyways, child, moving on to the next, at least I know to use small sections while doing my wash and goes. This helps me to evenly distribute my styling products, finger detangle, and shingle. Another thing that I did get right during this whole process is making sure to use warm water to re-wet my hair as I style it. With the wash and go, working on soaking wet hair is crucial for your products to fully penetrate your hair strands, and I've also noticed that styling on soaking wet hair leads to more curl definition. My next mistake is that I failed to use a styler that clumps and defines my hair perfectly before applying my gel as a topper. I found that when using a foam to define my curls, my hair really likes the Mousse Def foam. There's just something about that product that does it for me every single time when paired with a stronghold gel. Looking back on the description of the Pattern Beauty Curl Mousse, I noticed that this was formulated to achieve a weightless hold and definition. At this point, I'm looking at my curls, already knowing that the results are not going to give what I want it to give. As with many naturals, I do have different curl patterns throughout my hair. In the back, particularly that section that I'm using right now, my curls are much tighter and kinkier than in the front of my hair, which is why when doing a wash and go, I prefer products that have a strong hold. And this is me just looking at it like, ciao. At this point, the only product that I had in my hair was the foam, so I decided to go in with my Denman brush just to try to detangle and clump those curls some way, somehow, before going in with my Extreme Wetline Gel and raking it through again, just to make sure that these products are thoroughly distributed throughout my hair before starting the shingling method. Looking back on this footage, it's crazy how many times I find myself trying to detangle and smooth everything in to really clump those curls together, because normally I don't have to do all this. I just use the Denman brush, I rake, and then, you know, I start the shingling method. But here I am, y'all, adding more warm water. Like, girl, your hair should already be wet. What is going on? Anyways, child, my preferred method when doing a wash and go is shingling because it defines my curls oh so well. Like, I'm going to insert a picture right here so that y'all can see how defined my curls get when using this method. As you can see, when shingling, you're basically just taking small sections and defining each individual curl. I like to twirl around my fingers 1 to 2 times to really define the curl. Okay, so this is my hair halfway done, and y'all, I know you see the frizz, I know you see the poofiness of my roots. Mistake number 3, why are you touching your hair when it's wet? When doing a wash and go, you don't want to be slinging your hair around, you don't want to be touching it, you want to leave it alone so that the curls can dry in place. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that my hair was not defined at all, because clearly, as you can see, Exhibit A, my hair was defined. It's just, it wasn't the best, okay? So with that being said, I definitely am getting a trim this week, and so once I get a trim, I will bring you guys along on how I do my wash and go routine from start to finish with, you know, the detox mask that I like to do, the different products I like to do, all that jazz. I'm gonna bring you guys along because yeah, this just wasn't it. I mean, as you can see, I do have curl definition, but the frizz is really what's getting me, and the poofiness, and I mean, hey. But at least I got this part right. So when doing my wash and goes, I like to make sure that my hair is out of my face so that it can dry that way. So I like to add just a little bit more gel on the roots of the parts that I'm slicking back. And I just add my duckbill clips to the front, and then like on the sides, I swoop down my edges. And I like to add the metal clips to push my hair back on the sides because I really truly don't like having my hair in my face. Okay, so this is what my hair is looking like after I've applied the foam and the gel. I've slicked my edges. I've done everything that I need to do. So now I just need to let my hair dry. But yes, you guys, I know that you see everything that I told you that went wrong with this hairstyle. But learn from my mistakes. Learn from my mistakes. I do still have some curly ends, but yes. And so I finished my hair around 8:13 p.m. So before I went to sleep, I wanted to show you guys what my hair looked like before stretching it the following night. So this is my hair. I would say about 95% dry, mainly because the roots was acting stubborn, but it was almost like midnight. So baby, we just had to let it do what it do. But this is what it's looking like pre-stretch. So in the next clips, I'm going to show you guys how I stretch my hair. Okay, so here it is the next day. One day that I like to stretch my hair is without heat. So I do like the banding method where I separate my hair into 4 sections and I just take like an elastic band and wrap it around my hair. I definitely will make a more detailed video on this whole process when I give you guys my updated wash and go routine with how I'd actually do it. But here I am just taking it down and I'm already looking at it and I can just tell that it's not doing what I thought it was going to do, but here I am just trusting the process. So after I take out the elastic bands, I do like to fluff my hair a little bit just to kind of bring back some of the volume that was lost while banding it. And this is a close-up of what it looks like before stretching. And y'all, I literally just want to scream because girl, what is that? But I'm using my walk-off hair oil to oil my scalp because I've noticed if I don't oil my scalp before stretching my hairstyle and before the week begins, my scalp is not going to get oiled. I promise you it's not. And I've been using this oil for a few years, probably before I went natural, like fully went natural. And it's amazing, 10 out of 10. I highly recommend that you try it. When using heat to stretch my natural hairstyles, I don't do anything too crazy. I just use a blow dryer with the attachment nozzle. That way the airflow can be concentrated to just my roots because I don't want to disturb the curls at the end. And this is what one section is looking like stretched. As you can see, there is a difference when I do stretch my hair as opposed to when I don't stretch it. So yeah. At this point, I'm like, okay, now the frizz is doing a little too much. So I called myself adding more of the Pattern Beauty curl mousse. And yeah, it did nothing for me. I don't know why adding that mousse to my dry hair was going to revamp the curls, but sweetie, it did nothing. So at this point, I'm like, girl, you might as well finish the process. You've come this far, just finish it, right? So this is me just showing you guys what it looks like completely stretched. Everything is dry. Like I mentioned before, the back section of my hair is a tighter curl pattern. And yeah, it's nothing but a frizz mess back there. But I mean, overall, there are some curls. So I feel like I was able to, you know, play it off somewhat. Alright you guys, this is the finishing look. How do you like? Honestly, truly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little conflicted because I know that this is not my best wash and go. So there's that. But I know one thing for certain, 2 things for sure, I do need a trim. But I think considering that I haven't had a trim yet, and this is like post protective hairstyle, Number 1, I feel like the results aren't that bad. Let me show y'all. Yeah, it's a little frizzy. So let's talk about this mousse really quickly. So the mousse that I used is the Pattern Curl Mousse. This is my first time using it, and I'm not gonna say it let me down. Let me just read what it says in the back about the mousse. So it says it's formulated for curlies and coilies when your hair wants weightless hold and definition. Our ultralight curl mousse delivers pillowy volume and touchable hold to curls. So I will say that considering that that's what it is supposed to do, it did what it's supposed to do. It's just I'm used to a more defined look, if that makes sense. The thing is, y'all can't see the frizzy pieces. The frizzy pieces are mainly in the back because that's where my tighter coiled hair is, whereas on top is my looser hair texture. So yeah, all you see is a looser texture. You don't see the back, child. Like right here, for instance. Yeah, like you can't really tell unless you're, I mean, I guess like all up in my head, but I feel like the top of my hair covers the back, so you can't really tell. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification to be notified every time I post a video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.